In this video, we're going to show you how to set up an appointment for a customer. So it's pretty simple, right? You go to the customer's profile, you make sure their email is verified. Very important, right? Re-verify email here if you have to. In this case, this email's already been verified. Now, up on the top right-hand corner, you're going to see a calendar that says when you hover over it, appointments. When you click on the appointments, at this point, you're going to see where it says add appointment. Go ahead and add. Now you're going to select the calendar. You're going to need to select your calendar. In this circumstance, we're going to use Brianna. You're going to put a appointment title. So this is what the customer is going to see, right? So you want to say something in the realm of complete application. Say they didn't have their kids' socials or something like that to go ahead and do the application right on the phone. For the initial application to go ahead and acquire their insurance. Say, they were having an issue finding a doctor, and, basically you were going to go ahead and assist them because they're having no luck with their carrier setting this up. They don't know how to do it. Okay. Whatever you need to put in the appointment title, go ahead and put in the appointment title. Now, team member, right? You're going to go ahead and choose Brianna because that's the one who's assigned to this calendar. And then you can either select default or custom, basically time slots. Now, you'll see the time slots after you selected the date. So say we wanted to go ahead and do a Tuesday appointment next week because that's when they had available, right? Going to go ahead and load the times that are available for Tuesday. It's going to be a 30-minute time slot. So that's default. If you need to go ahead and shrink that, you could go down to a custom, or if you need to increase it, you could go to custom. And then you'll select the time slot in here as to when you're available. So let's say 11 through 11:30, right? You go ahead and select it then. If you need to add a guest, say if say the customer had a dad or a mom or a cousin, right, that wanted to be in on the phone call with them, or say there was somebody else that needed to be on the phone call, you'd go ahead and add them in here. And then since the name on this account is Emily Tester, this would appear as the customer's name, right? And then you could go ahead and just say book appointment. Once you've booked the appointment, it'll go ahead and give you appointment booked in the top right hand corner. And then it'll go ahead and bring you back to the client's profile. So that's how you book an appointment. And you'll be able to see the appointment right here whenever you go into the customer's profile. At the same time, the customer will receive a notification of the appointment within 15 minutes of it. You will as well via email. So it's very important to make sure you make your appointments, set the appointments properly, and then make sure that also, right, the calendar invites for the correct time period. So basically EDT or MST or Pacific Standard Time or Mountain Standard Time, right? You need to make sure that you set the correct appointment time. And if the person's in Colorado, it needs to be, 2 hours behind us, right? If they're in Central Standard Time, it needs to be an hour behind us. If it's in Pacific Standard Time, it needs to be 3 hours behind us. All right. If you do have any further questions, please go ahead and ask Brad or William for further assistance.